down the list, and that would be Senator Cornyn.
Mr. Kennedy, welcome to you and your family, and congratulations. I appreciate Senator Grassley raising the issue of the Office of Refugee Resettlement within the auspices of Health and Human Services. I think this may surprise people, but that's actually the responsibility of HHS, the Office of Resettlement Relocation. Under the previous administration, as Senator Grassley alluded, there were roughly 500,000 children, unaccompanied minors, that were placed with sponsors in the interior of the United States. The previous administration took the position that it was not the federal government's responsibility once these children were placed with these sponsors. But the New York Times, in a series of investigative stories, pointed out that tens of thousands of these children, when they tried to follow up and find out how they were doing, whether they were going to school, whether they were being trafficked or abused, there was no answer, and they took the position it was not their responsibility. So I look forward to working with you to find those children and to make sure that they're not being abused.
Yes, Senator, and let me just reassure you that President Trump has personally spoken to me about locating those 300,000 children who disappeared over the last 4 years.
I don't think anybody has a fully accurate number, but it's hundreds of thousands, I agree.
And many of them we know have been sex trafficked and childhood slavery, and it is a blight on America's moral authority, and we need to find those kids.
Certainly, I don't have a lot of time, but I would like to bring your attention to another grand jury investigation that we did in Florida, and I would ask Mr. Chairman to enter into the hearing record 2 grand jury reports related to human trafficking and COVID-19. Do I have your commitment that any organization under your purview will work with the states, not impede our investigations, to ensure that children that are in this country, that are minors, that are under your purview, that you will communicate with us so that we can have the information to make sure that they are safe, unlike in an investigation where Biden blocked us in this administration at every turn to keep us from getting information showing that they trafficked children that were brought into this country and lost dozens, tens of thousands of children, lost track of them, and never gave us in DCF in Florida the information so that we could protect them. Do I have your word that you will protect children if you're given that responsibility?
Absolutely, and President Trump is determined to find the 300,000 children who were lost over the past 4 years and to return them to their parents.
That's it.
Thank you.
Without objection.